Hello and welcome. Today I would like to show you how to update your Linux kernel easily, very easy way, with UKUU, Ubuntu kernel update utility. Very simple user interface to give you the possibility to download and install any kind of any version of a Linux kernel without, they are not modified or don't have some specific optimizations, but you will have the compatibility with last AMD hardware. I had this problem with my CPU. You will have most of the useful things, just don't have the canonical optimizations, but don't worry about snaps. They are fixed now, so you shouldn't have problems. If you have, you can still use ask the snap core to update itself. Let's see how to use this UKUU, which is pretty simple. Let's add the PPA, Tony George one. As you can see, you can add it with the software and updates app. Just use the add button and it will add this. Let's take the PPA name and put it in apt line. Here it is. PPA semicolon tg2008/PPA. Copy paste it and add source. You should be able to find it in Ubuntu software, I think, when once you update it. Anyway, you can add it with a command line like this. apt add apt repository PPA tg2008/PPA. Of course, you can add -y if you don't want to confirm. It's nice when you are lazy. So once this is done, it will update on Ubuntu 18.04. Now the apt update is automatic. Then we can install it. apt install UKUU. Oh yeah, it's just UKUU. Now, you can open it. So you can run it from here, or if you're using a menu, you can find it into the system tools. It's here. Here. UKUU is very easy to use. Anyone can use it. It's not there's nothing cryptic. You have the kernels list, latest first. You have a refresh button to see if there's a new one. You have a purge button. I don't like it because I like to keep all the kernels just in case there would be an event. Probably not likely, but if there was a problem. You have settings. You can choose which way it will notify you and what kind of notifications you want. Of course, I want everyone. How much it will check, how many, when, if it hides all the etc. Time and grab if you don't want to use the shift key at boot to come back to an older kernel. I usually let 2 seconds, but you can press shift if you don't want to have grab at startup. Anyway, you can select any Linux kernel and click install or remove. Of course, it asks for a sudo user password. Once it's done, just close. You can select more than one kernel. I forgot to run Kmon up. So you see, maintain shift and select as many as you want. It's not a problem. And remove. It's way better than purge button, I think. I'll talk to you about the snap bug if you have it just after, if you have some authorizations problem. So now we can check if it opens at startup. It should, but I had a problem one time on the machine. I don't know why. You see UKUU notification. You can check it or uncheck it. If it's not here, just add and put this command line. Shell command. It's of course there is Psyche Joe, but you can put your user, of course. Normally it should be here. I mean, I don't know why one time it wasn't on one machine here. I don't know. I never saw this problem again. So just showing you just in case. Okay, so now there is the snap problem. If your snap apps tell you that they don't have rights to make a link, just open terminal and ask Snap to refresh its core. If it refuses to tell you it's up to date, and obviously it's not, just ask for the edge, add the edge argument. It will force the update to the last patches, and this time you will be able to launch. Of course, you have to, once the patch is installed, reboot, make sure. Not the kind of thing I say every day, but reboot. And this time you will have the compatibility with the new Linux for Linux 4.80. 18, sorry. We're not there yet. Linux kernels are very, very, very useful when you have very recent hardware like me. Last AMD CPUs, the kernel 4. I don't remember, 17? No, this was or 15 or something like this for Ubuntu 18. Was a disaster for me. So I'm very glad I could have a new one. I hope it helps you, and you can subscribe, and there is a bell if you want to have the notification. See you!